Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your girl Xi'Quria Taylor, aka Meaty, aka the Queen Boss, and I am back with another vlog of reacting to the Trina and Nicki Minaj and Trina's team and Nicki Minaj fans, the back and forth situation, referring to Trina's album, Trina's single Babs, and how her team felt as if Nicki Minaj could have did more and was slightly shady towards Trina as far as favoring Megan Thee Stallion's single and not Trina's single Babs. So, first off, I'm going to start by saying this. I want to issue an apology to Nicki Minaj fan base, the Barbs, because for one, I'm a rock star. I'm a Trina fan, so I go super hard for Trina. And I did say some things that Trina corrected. And I did kind of go in on some of Nicki Minaj's Barbs, and we kind of butted heads. So to those Barbs that saw my video via Instagram or my YouTube video that I made, and I did reference the Barbs in my Instagram video, as one of them commented on my video and said something out of line. I just want to issue an apology to Nicki Minaj and her Barbs, and basically own it, because Trina did say that Nicki did do the feature for free. And a couple of Nicki Minaj fans were saying that Nicki didn't charge Trina for the feature. I personally did say I highly doubt if she did the feature for free, but Trina confirmed that Nicki Minaj did do the Babs feature for free. So I apologize to the Barbs and Nicki Minaj for that comment, and also for saying a few other things out of line, out of context, without having all of my facts straight. But the Queen of the South herself did come and clear up anything, and she also checked everyone, including her fan base and her team. So now we can dive right into it. Trina started off her live video last night. I actually got into it about, I said maybe 8 minutes after she started, because I saw the notification late. I was on Snapchat, being a Snapchat queen as always. But let's have a look at what Trina had to say as far as the people on her team disrespecting Nicki Minaj. Let's take a look.
You're not going to disrespect Nicki Minaj or nobody else that's on my album, because these people did this off my face and my favor. They did it because my relationship with them. I don't appreciate, I don't condone, I don't give the approval for anybody, no man. Stay out of girl shit. Don't come sideways talking about anything that has to do with women business. I'm a boss. My face is clean on the streets. I pay my dues, my tithes, everything I gotta do, I make sure it's done. This album, I did it on my own. And this business is called business. All business ain't good business. Some business is bad business. I feel like right now, I did bad business. That's my fault. That's nobody else's fault. I got to take the rap for that. I got to take the L for that. But I'm not taking no losses. I'm a fucking mash on and make everything I said happen. That's what I do. I don't ask for handouts. I don't ask for nobody to do nothing for me. Whatever it is, it's 100 when it comes with me. So this whole Nicki Minaj video situation, this isn't about Nicki Minaj in a video.
And so, what you just saw was Trina speaking out and taking full accountability for what her team done and how her team disrespected Nicki Minaj, and basically everything that's, came to light. Now let me go on record of saying this. It wasn't every person in Trina's camp or Trina's team that spoke out on this situation and felt this way. Reginald Saunders, the head of A&R of Trina's label Rockstar Music Group, he made it very clear this was his own personal opinion and from what he felt he experienced. Bobby Lights, who's Trina's cousin, a cast member of Love and Hip Hop Miami, and also basically a part of Trina's camp, made it very clear this was his own personal opinion, his own personal issues that he felt like he had as far as Nicki Minaj and her fan base, the Barbs, and what he was seeing and witnessing happen. They both clarified and made it clear that Trina didn't approve of this. This was not Trina's words, and Trina didn't tell them to do this. They did this because they wanted to and they chose to. Now, another person that's a part of Trina's team in camp that also spoke out was Karen Katie Douglas. She's been a part of Trina's team for the longest. And she also made it clear that not everyone on Trina's team felt that way. And this is not Trina's whole team doing this and speaking out and saying this. Now, Trina basically came forward and made it clear no one's going to disrespect Nicki Minaj. And, you know, she takes accountability for her team, their actions, the way that they move, because that's her team. And at the end of the day, people are really feeling some type of way because they're making it as, oh, Trina should have fired Reginald, or she need to cut Bobby off, or she should have said more, or blah, 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 etc., etc. At the end of the day, Trina knows that everything that happened as far as her team or her camp or her fans, it was out of love. Everything that we said as fans, Reginald as her aunt, or Bobby as her cousin, somebody that's in her camp very close to her, sees what she's going through and what she's dealing with, it was out of love. And it was more so everybody else looking from the outside in like, oh, why Nicki ain't showing this much love to Trina? Why Nicki ain't pushing the single with Trina like that? Like, it was more so like, damn, Trina showed so much love and loved Nicki so much, they're supposed to be good friends, what's going on? At the end of the day, it's a business. And like Trina stated, it's business. She feel like she's done bad business. Not saying that she feel like she did bad business with Nicki Minaj. It could have been something that we don't even know about. It could have been a deal that she had set up with her album coming out. It could have been, you know, a radio promo deal, or like, you know, a single deal. It could have been anything that we don't know about. But as fans, we speculate. And we feel like we know it all because we see so much, but we don't have the full actual facts. And that's why we react the way we do. Now, I can say I still don't think that Reginald Saunders was wrong. I feel like, yes, the way he went about it, it may have been a little bit, you know, unprofessional, but it was all out of love and frustration because they ride for Trina hard, and Trina knows that. They ride for her so hard and they feel like she deserves so much more respect and recognition, and hell, maybe even help, because of the work that she's put in and how much she's went out her way for other people. So, I do understand why people feel as if, well, Trina should have fired Reginald or went off on Bobby, da-da-da-da-da. I understand that you feel that way, but I also understand that these are people that have been riding with Trina, riding for Trina, had Trina back, held Trina down, believed in Trina, been loyal to Trina. And at the end of the day, Trina knows that it was out of love. It may have been a fuck up the way they went about it, but it was out of love. Trina knows that. So, I can say I respect the fact that Trina spoke out and handled it the way she did, because for one, Trina has always carried herself with much class, elegance. She's the baddest bitch. She's feisty. She's real. She's hood. She's raw. But she's smart. At the end of the day, this is a business. And when it gets down to the nitty and gritty, like she said, her face is clean in these streets. And she wants to keep it that way. Okay, so now, what you're about to see is Trina addressing the issue of members of her team or other people feeling as if Nicki Minaj didn't do enough and could have done more as far as helping Trina with her project and getting the video done and pushing the single for radio. Have a look.
She did her part. It's up to me and my team to do our part. That's how I feel about it. This is my project. I worked 6 years for this. I don't expect nobody, not Nick, not nobody else on the album, not my team, not nobody to do what I need to be done for my project. My team speaking out, my team got so much to say. I'm going to take the blame for my team because guess what? Me and my team, we dropped the ball. Bad business is what's causing all of this havoc to happen. All of this nonsense, all of this drama, this feelings, this personal, everybody got an opinion. That's what it is. It's bad business. That has nothing to do with any artist that's featured on my album. It has something to do with me trusting people that let me down.
Okay, so as you can see, Trina feels as if Nicki Minaj has done enough. Nicki Minaj done her part. And you can't do anything but respect that. Because that's just her OG keeping it real, speaking her piece. And at the end of the day, the feature was free. So, technically, with Nicki Minaj being the type of big artist that she is, that was more than enough. At the end of the day, Trina feels it's her team's responsibility to, you know, push the record the way it should be pushed. And, you know, this is for French, Montana, Tory Lanez and friends, Jay, Harton, and you too, Mr. Martin. I curve y'all boys, no disrespect to y'all boys. I curve y'all boys, no disrespect to y'all boys. And to my niggas with bitches that like causing drama. Me and my bad bitches, we like fuck his baby mama. He caught me them Chanel bags, them diamonds, VVS. You see this $500 million mention that's wrapped around my neck? Okay, I got a little bit off, but that's my shit though. Y'all fuck with Babs. Continue to stream and download Babs. We still fucking with it. Trina and Nicki is good. But I feel where Trina's coming from. She basically said, you know, her and her team is to blame. And it takes a real strong woman to take full accountability and, you know, be responsible for everything that's going on, especially something like this that's blew all out of proportion. Like, basically Trina feels as if, you know, it's bad business. Like, she's made some bad decisions and some choices that's caused her to take a loss. But, you know, like she said, continuously, she's going to bounce back. And at the end of the day, you know, Nicki's not to blame. Nicki did her part. And it's up to her and her team to, you know, do the rest. I know a dude named Wayne that I used to fuck. And, you know, a lot of people are feeling like Trina is, like, kind of being soft because it's Nicki, or not speaking out or saying or doing enough. At the end of the day, people know that Trina has a real strong bond of friendship with Wayne because of their past relationship. Trina and Nicki has maintained a friendship throughout both their career. And Trina wants her face to stay clean. Like, at the end of the day, like, something like this could get totally out of hand and, you know, fuck up business deals, opportunities, you know, like, anything that Trina can have going on that we don't even know about shit. This could fuck that up for her. At the end of the day, I understand what she means when she say her face is clean. She want to keep her name clean in the streets, and, you know, that's how she want to move. Because when people feel like you do too much in the industry, or you bring too much negative vibe or attention, or you may, like, lash out at them publicly, or, you know, do all the extra if you feel like they don't do a good enough job when y'all have a deal on the table. That can fuck up a lot of business deals and ventures for you, and a lot of people trying to partner with you. So I respect what Trina's saying, where Trina's coming from. She made it clear Nicki did her part, and, you know, it's just that. Like, people feel some ways about it, but at the end of the day, when it comes from the horse's mouth, all you can do is go with it. And Trina made it clear. So, I respect what Trina said. I'm sorry, I got a little parched. But, yeah, I definitely do. I respect what Trina said. So, I definitely think as if, you know, a lot of people are making it seem as if, you know, Trina's scared of Nicki Minaj. And I don't think that's the case at all. I just think it was her thinking with her brain. And also, you know, being very appreciative of the fact that, you know, people did work with her and didn't have to. And, you know, by her saying these people didn't charge her for these features on this album. That shows how clean Trina's face is, how much love people really got for Trina. Like, people really fuck with Trina because a lot of people that are big in this industry can't get the artists that Trina got on the album. So, that says a lot. And I think, I think she handled it how she should have, and I respect it. I know a lot of us wanted that rah-rah Trina, the baddest bitch, to go off and not take no shit, but she did what she was supposed to do to protect her name, her brand, and her business. That's how I feel. And now, let's have a look at how Trina felt about her team addressing the issues and how she feel like everything should be handled moving forward. Take a look.
But if you're a part of my team, and if you with me, and if you rock it for me, and if you really, really with me, you're not going to do none of this devilish, foolish clownery shit. We're not going to do that. That's not Trina. We don't roll like that. And I don't have time to go back and forth with this addressing this. I'm way too busy for all of this. I'm way too busy focusing on how to fix all of this that's messed up. The only person that's taking all the blame, that's got to deal with any of it, is me. The only person that put up any money to make sure all this happened is me. The only person that has to deal with my whole business situation, this album, this whole project. This is not about Nicki Minaj and no video. This is about Trina, the album, a business deal gone bad. A business situation that's gone terribly bad. What do you do about it? You fix it. You either swim or you sink. Out of all the frustration with anybody, if you say you're my team, there's a way to be frustrated. You don't be frustrated and you come publicly and you speak out your frustration and you be disrespectful. That's not what I'm going to allow or accept on any fucking day. Everybody knows that.
So, as you obviously saw, Trina expressed that, she was very not for what Reginald and Bobby done. Now, I think people are misconstruing and mistaking how Trina is saying it. I think it's more so from a point of Trina loves them, she appreciates them, she knows what's out of love, but the way she moves and handles herself in this industry, you have to be on the same page, basically. Like, the way Trina carries herself, she doesn't, do which a lot of us notice about Trina. She doesn't really do too much of the clapping back and in the media, giving a response and doing the extra most. So, what she's basically was saying, if you're a part of her team, you rock with her, you fuck with her, that's just the type of shit we're not gonna do. And that's why I feel that's, me being a true, genuine, loyal, day one fan to Trina, I said, well, I'm going to do another video because, at the end of the day, her team, they've seen my stuff, they like my stuff, commented on my stuff, and I know she's seen it as well. And so, that's why I felt the need to, make it clear that, I do feel like an apology is owed to Nicki Minaj and her fans. And, I respect everything that Trina's saying, and like she said, if you're trying to be part of her team, if you are part of her team, you're her fan base, that's not how she moves, that's not how she carries herself. And that's respected. Like, that's some real humble shit. Like, that's a true queen. Because it took a lot for her to swallow her pride and get on there, and even to reveal to the world that she didn't pay for any of these features. These people, looked out for her. And at the end of the day, a lot of people can misconstrue that too, because, yeah, they may have not charged Trina for a feature, but some of them, Trina may have did a record in return. They may have traded some verses. And some of them, they just might really fuck with Trina and respect Trina to the point, you a legend, you a OG, of course I'm going to come through, I'm going to hop on it and look out for you. You Trina. Now, I just feel as if, we as Trina's fans, like, we should respect how she feels, And anybody that really fuck with Trina, fuck with her music, I understand some people feel like, oh, she should have went off. But I feel like just coming from her, you see how she moves, how she carrying herself. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like that should be respected. And I think she handled it the way she was supposed to. Like, I feel like Reginald doesn't deserve to be fired because he was only coming to her defense, and you know, out of love and out of passion, and you know, I just think it was a miscommunication. That's it. It was a lot of miscommunication. Trina's camp, Nicki's camp, Trina and Nicki, and a lot of it could have been prevented. And that's how it ended up here. But as Trina said, you know, no one on her team is going to be disrespectful. We're going to disrespect anybody on her album that she worked with. And she showed much love and appreciation to the people that got on this project with her that didn't have to. And you know what? I respect that. And you know, I definitely feel like Trina deserves, you know, a salute for that, because that was some real queen shit. That was some real queen boss shit. And like, that's why Trina's the queen of the South. Like, she kept it real. She didn't sugarcoat shit. She could have got on there in front of and stunned, but she kept it all the way a bang. And you know, a lot of people that's coming up in this industry need to pay attention to what she's saying, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out here who really ain't about shit and on that bullshit. And like she keeps saying, it was a bad business decision that she made that's got her in a dark place now. It's more than Nicki Minaj. It's more than this Baps video. It was bad business. So, I just think that should all be taken into consideration as far as Trina fans feeling like, oh, Trina should have went off, she should have said more, she should have done more. Or anybody that's not even a Trina fan who feel like, well, she should have said more, done more. I think she said just enough. She checked her team. She made it clear, you know, this woman did do her a favor and she did her part. So, I respect Trina for that. Now, let's take a look at what else Trina had to say referencing this situation and her album, The One. Take a look.
And I'm going to get myself out of this. We're not going to talk about this no more. There is no beef between me and Nicki Minaj. There will be no disrespect for Nicki Minaj or nobody else that's on my album. I appreciate each and every artist that took the initiative to be a part of this The One album. Rico Love gave his all for me. Every artist that came out to do this album for me, they didn't charge me. I appreciate that. Anything else that's going on within that and around that, let me deal with that.
So, as you can see, Trina made it very, very, very clear, you know, none of the artists charged her for these features. They all did this out of love, off her face, and just by it being her. So, I definitely respect her and salute her for that, because that was some real big shit. Like, a lot of people in this industry, they were fronting, they were stunting, but she kept that shit all the way a beam. Like, that's why Trina's that bitch. She's so humble, so sweet. She's confident, but she's real. Body with the own cash, though. That's why I gotta act an asshole. Trina, Can I Live featuring Dave East off her album, The One. That shit goes super, super hard. But she also made it clear that, you know, nobody that was on her album is gonna be disrespected. Anybody that's on that album that showed love, supported her, she made that clear. So, I felt like that was a real boss bitch move, like. And she also, you know, made it very clear, like, what she got going on, like, she's in a dark place, she's dealing with a lot, but she gonna get through that shit, because that's what real queens do. And at the end of the day, I respect how Trina moves. I respect the fact that she want to keep her face clean. She want to keep her name clean. Like, she want to maintain healthy business relationships in this industry with people, because that's very, very important. I said it on a Twitter a while back. Trina's lasted and maintained longevity and been so consistent and been able to stay afloat because of her loyalty to people in this industry throughout her career. 20 years, Trina's never crossed one. Trina has done what she's supposed to do. She's paid her dues. She's kept it real. And when it comes to the situation with Jackie O, for one, Jackie O don't even rap and do music no more. Ain't been for a while. I heard she was married or preaching somewhere. But if we date back to the situation where Trina was beefing with oh girl, and Jackie O got involved. Trina and Jackie O united. They came together. believe it was 2 tracks they did together. And Trina, Jackie O, and K Fox came together trying to unite female rap. One thing nobody can say is that Trina has never been for female rap, because at the end of the day, when she did the We Take Another remix on Remix at Rockstar Royalty, she had Jackie O, Remy Ma, Little Mo, herself, and I believe it was somebody else. Like, Trina's always been for female rap. So that situation is just super irrelevant. But I just wanted to be known, you know, as a fan and as someone that spoke out against Nicki and her barbs and her camp. Like, I stand corrected by the horse herself, the leader of the fucking pack. Like, she made it clear, just called Trina the horse from the horse's mouth, but from the queen herself, like, she made that shit clear. Like, you know, she's taking full accountability and responsibility, and she definitely feels as if, you know, the lack falls on her and her team. And that takes a real bitch to speak up and say that. So I respect Trina for that. Now let's take a look at what else Trina had to say, kind of ending out her live video. Have a look.
Everybody and anybody and all of y'all that are dragging my name through the mud, dirtying my name, my face without me saying a word, you can suck my ass through a straw. And I mean that. I'm a real bitch and I don't play those games. I don't play those games at all. Period. Everybody knows that. Keep my name out your mouth.
Now, at the end there, that's when that Like the Blunt Trina came out. But I just feel like Trina was making it clear, like, you know, at the end of the day, you motherfuckers don't really know what's going on behind closed doors, behind the scenes. You don't know how much she really dealing with, what she got going on. Like, it's a lot more to it. And like she said, you know, anybody that's slandering her name will feel some type of way, suck that ass through a straw. Period. I mean, at the end of the day, no matter who don't want to say it, Trina's put in the work. She do deserve a lot more respect. It's overdue. And she's maintained herself over 20 years in this industry. Like, she's been very consistent. And like I said before, at one point in time, Trina was the only female rapper doing it for female rap. And that was right before Nicki came out. So, like, give Trina her flowers while she's here. Give Trina her respect. Put some respect on Trina's name. At the end of the day, like, she's paid the way, she's paid her dues, and respect her grind, respect her hustle, respect her humbleness. Like, you gotta respect Trina's humbleness, because, like, at the end of the day, she's done some real, like, grimy, catty type clout chasing shit, but it's not even on that level. She said what she said, and she kept it a thing, she kept it real. At the end of the day, yeah, it do fall back on her and her team, but everything her team done was out of love. Reginald Saunders, I still respect and love him. Bobby Lights, respect and love. Trina's whole camp team, respect and love. Nicki Minaj, her fans, I apologize too for the things I said on my Instagram page. It's all love, man. It's like, it's all love. At the end of the day, I respect females trying to keep the peace, female rap unity, and, you know, saying fuck the beef. Like, at the end of the day, like, I love to see females show love, encourage one another, support one another, and I feel like that's the way it should be. And if anybody feeling any type of way, I personally think it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But that's all I'm gonna say. And I just wanted to come forward and, you know, put my little 2 cents in. So, again, this is Xi'Quria Taylor, aka the Queen Boss, better known as the Nigga Rockstar. And I'm out this bitch.